science segment. Today we're heading for you to Brazil, where authorities are taking more aggressive action to fight deforestation. Since President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva returned to office, he has worked to preserve rainforest land, but the task isn't easy. To discuss, Shirli Sitbon joins me here in the studio. And Shirli, just tell us then, what are the challenges facing Lula and his authorities on this?
Many challenges, and we can see the image of the person who put them there. It's Jair Bolsonaro, because so many legislations have changed. He cut down fundings. So now this is what the staff working to preserve the environment, feel about Bolsonaro tearing down anyway his pictures, because that's basically the area where there's all this illegal deforestation. The staff is still there, but not as much as it used to be, not as many workers, not as many officers, but they've been working hard. And those who log illegally, those who mine illegally, they've been using this fact, the fact that now there aren't many officers on the ground, to accelerate their work, but the numbers will go up again. Of course, everything is likely to change. The policy has made a U-turn with Lula da Silva, but it takes time to put it in place. In fact, in February, there was a concern because deforestation has never been this high on record. But then it was observed that in January, there was some kind of mistake. It was too low due to clouds. So basically, January, February is lower than usual, but still, it doesn't go down as fast as we would like. There is a new branch of the federal security forces who are dedicated to working against deforestation for the environment. And they also want to fight against all of those illegal miners.
There is some reason for hope, isn't there, Shirli? Because during Lula's first term in office back in the early 2000s, deforestation in Brazil did actually drop.
Yes, we can see the graph right now. It's pretty impressive because you can see the situation before Lula da Silva's first election. So in the early 2000s, in 2003, 2004, well, the figures were extremely high. Then he was elected. He had promised to bring this down, and he did. Look at this. It's really impressive. And then the figures went up again under Jair Bolsonaro. But now the trend can go back down because it has been done before. Of course, it's not easy. There is a lot of work, that all of these companies that worked either for agriculture or for all these resources under the ground, they were allowed to set fire to trees so they can use large areas in the Amazon forest. So now the new authorities have to go back on that and fight against it. But it's not easy because laws, well, they still allow those companies to work today. So it's step by step. And of course, one of the main reasons for deforestation was pasture, cows, and that beef. There is a growing demand across the world. Brazil exports across the world, and the demand keeps growing. So, of course, this is a situation that many areas are observing. And Europe, for example, is trying not to import beef that comes from deforestation.
And let's stay with Brazil then, Shirli, because the administration there isn't just fighting deforestation. At the same time, it believes that preserving the environment includes protecting indigenous communities. Just explain to us what the link is between those two issues.
They're all related because all these communities with all this know-how, all these traditions, they've preserved the Amazon for so many generations. And today, they're also the ones facing all of the hardships and the problems. They've suffered from illegal mining. They're the ones who suffered. And now the goal is to preserve them, use their know-how, use their traditions to save not only the Amazon, but Brazil and the whole planet, since you know that the Amazon rainforest just absorbs all of this carbon dioxide, one of the main areas in the world where there's this absorption of carbon dioxide. And just one more word, this is a place where illegal miners lived, and now basically there's a crackdown against them, and many have been delodged.
All right, Shirli Sitbon, thank you very much indeed. And